Hi there, Joan Kosmchuk, your seasonal color, style, and confidence coach. And I'm talking today about prints and specifically a frequently asked question that I get, which is, can I purchase a print that has a color in it that is not on my color palette? And the short answer is yes, you can, as long as you follow the rules. What are the rules, you ask? Well, let's start with the rules for prints. I have 3 S's that apply to prints that are really, really important. Number 1, does the style of the print match your seasonal style expression? That's really important. Then number 2, is the scale of the print in keeping with the scale of your facial features and your bone structure? You do not want to be wearing a huge print if you are a small scale person, or a small scale print if you are someone with larger scale features or body type. So keep those 2 things in mind. There are exceptions, of course, to any of these rules, but in general, we're talking about paying attention to the scale of the print matching the scale of your facial features. Number 3, space. Do you need space in your prints, and is there enough space in the print to work for you? So as you can see, I have a lot of space between my facial features, and I need that space in a print when I am selecting it. So with those 3 S's met, we can now look at the print just in terms of color. And then I have 3 more rules around determining whether or not you can get away with a color in a print that's not on your color palette. So number 1, what is the background or the predominant color in the print? In my case, because there's a lot of space, you can see the predominant color is the background, and the background is in my related white, so I was able to tick off that box. Yay, it's a win. If the pattern was more blended without all this space in between, you would be looking at the pattern as a whole and saying, what color do I see? What's the predominant color in this print? And if that's on your palette, then great, check it off. The second thing is, are the majority of colors on the print colors that harmonize with you that are in your color palette? So for me, you can see all of these greens and all of the soft yellows that are on the print. They are all on my color palette and are a beautiful match for me. Then the question is, how many colors are on the print that are not on my color palette? In my case, there's just the one, and it is this deeper golden yellow that kind of splashes here and there throughout. That's a color that I would never wear in a garment because it's just too intense for me and just a little bit too warm and goldy for me to feel supported and for it to harmonize beautifully with me. But in just a splash of color, it's working. And I'll tell you why. Because number 1, it is a deeper shade of a softer color that's on my palette. So it's still in the color family. It is also in the same sort of clear, milky coloring of the rest of the print and pattern, which is the tinted, version of my color palette. And it is not a color that is drawing attention away from me. So I could assure you that if this little bit of yellow was in fact a bright fuchsia pink or an orange or even a bright red, then I probably would have had to pass on this printer pattern because that would have drawn attention away from me, because it would be a color that is very contrasting with the other colors on my palette. So ask yourself, is the additional color or colors, do they blend with your palette as a whole? Are they still in harmony with you, even if they're a bit deeper or a bit lighter or a bit more muted or a bit brighter than you would normally wear? As long as they don't attract the attention to that color over anything else in the dress, then you're going to be okay. Now, one little thing, you are making a small compromise when you choose a print that doesn't have all of your colors in it, and that would be that one of the benefits of owning a print and having it in your closet is that any color in the print, you can emphasize that color by wearing, say a jacket over top of a dress, or if this was a top, you could wear it in pants. your accessories by pulling out any color in the print. So I'm going to be able to pull out the greens, the soft yellows, even the background color, but I am not going to pull out this particular color and highlight it because it is the color that is not the most harmonious with me. If you're good with that and that limitation, then it won't bother you at all. But that is my take on how to determine whether or not you can purchase a print that has colors in it that are not in your color palette. If you've got some different ideas on that, I'd love to hear your comments. Thanks for watching and have a colorful day.